I think art is unique in that it is an automatic platform. Art offers that space and opportunity to bring awareness. Island is essentially a collective of Asian American artists. There are movers, poets, digital designers, musicians. We love to collaborate with all facets of art and design. The collaborators for Invisible Embrace, there were three dancers, so myself and then Chien-An Yuan and Catherine Hepler. And the sound installation was by Juan Park, and the music and set design was by Chien-An Yuan. What kind of pushed us into this space of Invisible Embrace? It was actually just very unexpectedly. We came across an archive of oral life history interviews with Japanese American internment survivors.
Well, when we were very little, at age 5.
Chen is our music director, set designer, and he found these oral interviews. This did stem from, there was a lot of Asian hate crimes going on at the time, and it just really resonated, I think, with him and with myself once he shared it with us. Their history, their stories, how they are survivors, their trauma, and just their willingness and openness to share that through their interviews. And we were just saying, we got to use this somehow, so we decided to kind of use that as our focal point.
And they gathered the children. I can't remember how many of us there were.
Juan Park, another one of our collaborators, he is, I would say, a sound innovator. His theories are that there is sound in the air, sound in the space that we cannot hear, but it takes the correct pickups, the correct instruments to draw out of the air. So we wanted to incorporate that in that, these stories are there, whether we see them or not, they're always here. And we wanted the act of drawing them out is what we wanted to incorporate into our piece. So there was a pickup and there are copper wires. And so we were using these stories, these interviews, and we were running them through the wires. And then the pickups, we would manipulate the pickups. So if they're in a close enough distance, these stories would be heard. But if you're far away from the pickup and the wire are too far away, you won't hear anything. And I think it's reflective of how, these stories are there, but you have to be intentional to listen and hear and, to process all of it.
And we seemed to hit it off all right at first, so I said, okay.
Part of the movement that we were exploring were movements of rituals, because rituals tie us back to heritage and culture. They give us a routine, stability, and they help us process things. So we were just thinking about our own rituals and how that ties us back to our family, and then that brought us into memories. You'll see a cloth where that kind of resembles, to me anyways, how we're all kind of tied together. It's a very long piece of cloth, maybe 50 feet, I want to say, maybe even longer, and it's also very heavy, so that our stories are all entwined together in this cloth in some way, shape, or form. And for me, fruit is a part of my family and how my dad always prepares and cuts the fruit for us. And so we were peeling oranges on stage, and so that became a ritual. And there, of course, then the scent became part of the process as well as it unfolded throughout the dance piece. We're creating a space and experience, and so that in itself offers a platform to share. And so that's part of what we are hoping to do, is to invite people into a space where they can engage, they can reflect, and they can take away something. I think that what we try to offer is an invitation to a dialogue, an invitation for reflection. We really resonated with this story. We hope you do too. And so I think maybe, if anything, that would be the takeaway, is that they can, they connected somehow, and that they are engaged somehow, and they have an experience that they'll walk away with, that they'll remember, or, want to explore more, or want to enter a dialogue into in the future, with us, with other people, with themselves, so all those things. I think that would be our ultimate goal, if we ever had one, for our audience.